Northern Nightmare is back. Sort of. Charlie Pauken driving Gravedigger. All of this and more is coming up on this week's edition of MonsterTalk News. Starting off with the results for Monster Jam in Miami, Florida. Show 1 saw Tyler Menninger win racing, freestyle, and the overall event championship, whilst Tristan England won skills. At Show 2, Tristan England would win racing, and Toddler Duke would win skills, freestyle, and his second overall of the 2024 season. Colton Eichelberger has unfortunately fallen down significantly in points, with Toddler Duke now taking 3rd place and Bryce Kenny in 4th, with the rest of the positions on the tour not changing at all. For Monster Jam in Wichita, Kansas, Dalton Widener would win racing, skills, and the overall, while Tony Oakes would win wheelies and freestyle. At Show 2, Tony Oakes would win racing, skills, and the overall, while Manuel Solorio won wheelies and Matt Cody won freestyle. Show 3's results were almost the exact same, with the only difference being Matt Cody winning wheelies instead of Manuel. Matt Cody continues to keep the Gravedigger name in the top of the standings, while Tony Oakes and Dalton Widener make a charge for the top spot on Arena Series West. For Monster Jam in Allentown, Pennsylvania, Show 1 saw Armando Castro win all competitions except for donuts, as well as claim the overall event championship, with Kristen Anderson winning donuts. At Show 2, Cody Saucier would win racing, Armando Castro would win skills and donuts, Kristen Anderson would win freestyle in the overall. At Show 3, Cody Saucier would win racing and freestyle, Armando Castro would win skills, and Zach Garner would win donuts in the overall. At Show 2, Cody Saucier would win racing, Armando Castro would win donuts, and Kristen Anderson would win skills, freestyle, and the overall. For Show 5, Cody Saucier would win all competitions except for donuts, as well as take home the overall, with donuts being won by Angelina Knock. While Cody Saucier is catching up to Zach Garner in the series standings, Armando Castro and Kristen Anderson are still battling it out for the top spot, with Anderson having a 19-point lead over Castro. For MAP Motorsports in Waco, Texas, Show 1 would see RJ Turner in War Wizard win Best Trick in freestyle, while Dozer with Jack Brown would win racing. Show 2 would see the exact same results, except Darren Basil and Blockhead would win racing. And for the All-Star Monster Truck Tour in Winder, Georgia, Show 1 would see Terminal Velocity with John Zimmer Jr. sweep the entire show and the overall. Show 2 would see John Zimmer Sr. in Uproar sweep that show as well as get the overall. And at Show 3, we would see yet another sweep, this time from Crazy Train with Triton Robbins. This past weekend in Detroit, we got to see the return of Northern Nightmare. Many people were wondering why the truck was brought back, especially at Detroit. While it is very fitting that it was brought back in Detroit, considering the distance from the Ford Field and the Canadian border is 3 miles or 5 kilometers for those that aren't American, that is not the reason for the truck being run. It's been reported that the true reason for its return is to keep the trademark for the truck active and for it to not expire, as opposed to some of the other names which have since expired. Bringing Northern Nightmare out for this one event has allowed Monster Jam to keep the trademark for the truck, and will hopefully mean that it continues to be run in future shows, and will hopefully mean that it is run for future shows in Canada. In fact, it'd be very fitting this following season that Northern Nightmare is brought out to be run at various shows in Canada, such as Calgary, Edmonton, Vancouver, and Hamilton, but that's just my personal preference. It would be awesome to see older names be brought back at certain events, especially to keep the trademark active. This upcoming weekend will see quite a few driver changes across the Monster Jam circuit. Matt Cody will yet again fill in for Brandon Vincent, this time at Portland, Oregon for Arena Championship Series West. Rumor has it that Vincent may continue to be absent for future shows on the series, but Vincent continues to be scheduled for the rest of the shows on Arena Championship Series West according to the Master Jam website. Over on Stadium Championship Series East, Blake Granger will appear in his first 2024 show, driving Max D. Colton Eichelberger has been doing a fantastic job taking over Max D from Tom Meents. However, it's interesting to see that Blake Granger will get a shot at representing Max D in his first United States Stadium show. Rounding off our list of fill-ins is on Stadium Championship Series West, as for the first time since March 7th of 2020, Charlie Pauken will drive Gravedigger, filling in for Adam Anderson. It has been reported that Adam has felt unwell following last weekend in Detroit, hence Pauken getting to drive in the USA once again. While I'm sad that Adam has to miss a weekend, having Charlie Pauken drive Gravedigger once again is an awesome sight to see. Best of luck to Matt Cody, Blake Granger, and Charlie Pauken this weekend, and hopefully all three can take home a win or two. Not really much of a story, but we'd like to take a moment to congratulate the original driver of the Lucas Stabilizer, Cynthia Gauthier, on the birth of her child. Unfortunately, we do have some sad news to share, as Dave Radzierez has passed away. Dave has had a profound impact in the monster truck industry, mainly with his diesel-powered monster trucks. In fact, Dave's first truck, Hush Powered Diesel, is the very first diesel-powered monster truck built for competition. He's also driven Air Dog Diesel and XDP Diesel, two more diesel-powered trucks, as well as multiple other iconic names like Shock Therapy, Iron Outlaw, Wrecking Crew, and even Bigfoot. Many probably remember his run in Monster Jam with the rebranded XDP diesel truck known as Extreme Diesel, which was converted to a methanol-powered truck, which helped him win a wheelie competition in Detroit and the Crash Madness Award for 2017. Dave would later convert Extreme Diesel to being powered by diesel following controversial comments from Monster Jam and the Diesel Brothers regarding Brodozer being the first diesel-powered monster truck, leading Dave to pull out of Monster Jam in the 2018 season. The chassis was sold and now runs as Culture Shock, and a new chassis was reportedly being worked on. Dave was a wild driver out on the track and was loved by many fans and industry folk. We would like to send our thoughts and prayers out to Dave's family during this difficult time. We also have some more sad news to report, as last weekend we saw a very scary moment take place at a Monster Truck Wars event in Marion, Ohio. Now, most of the story we can't talk about or really show much on YouTube, so we are going to omit certain parts. During competition, Outlaw was performing on the track before attempting to reverse into his pit stall. An official, later identified as Backdraft owner Paul Broad, walked out onto the floor whilst Outlaw was reversing. Broad was knocked to the ground before disappearing underneath the tire of the truck. Horrified onlookers were soon told to exit the venue and paramedics rushed to treat Broad. It's been reported that Broad is in a stable condition in the hospital. The tour has come under a lot of fire recently following a string of controversy, none of which we can talk about here on YouTube. And following this freak accident, it's left an even bigger scar on the tour's reputation amongst monster truck fans. We would like to extend our thoughts and prayers to the Broad family, as well as Paul Broad himself, as well as any spectators or crew who may have experienced some trauma from this event. It is once again time for the Monster Truck 5 of the Week, where we get to showcase a multitude of shows and tours that are touring the globe. Only 4 of Monster Jam's tours will run this weekend, as Arena Championship Series Central will be at Rosemont, Illinois in the All-State Arena for 5 shows this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Arena Championship Series West will head to Portland, Oregon in the Motor Center for 4 shows this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, while Arena Championship Series East is off for the week. Stadium Championship Series West heads to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium this Saturday for a single show, while Stadium Championship Series East will visit Orlando, Florida at Camping World Stadium for a single event this Saturday. Hot Wheels Monster Trucks Live is in full force, with all 3 tours running this weekend. The international tour is heading to Lisbon, Portugal for 3 shows in the Altice Arena this Saturday and Sunday, while Hot Wheels USA Tour number 1 heads to Rockford, Illinois for 4 shows this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in the BMO Center. And Hot Wheels USA Tour number 2 heads to Laredo, Texas in the Sames Auto Arena for 3 shows this Saturday and Sunday. The Toughest Monster Truck Tour returns this weekend for Saginaw, Michigan for 3 shows this Friday and Saturday. The event will feature Blockhead with Darren Basil, Dirt Crew with Jerry Beck, Dozer with Jack Brown, Maximus with Travis Groth, Hellgator with Tim Jones, and The Veteran with Tyler Groth. The All-Star Monster Truck Tour heads to Knoxville, Tennessee for 2 shows this Friday and Saturday. The event will feature Colossus with Elliot Miller, Crazy Train with Triton Robbins, Little Miss Dangerous with Athena Cazell, Playing Crazy with Montana Robbins, Terminal Velocity with John Zimmer Jr., and Uproar with John Zimmer Sr. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour will visit Salem, Virginia for 2 shows this Friday and Saturday. The event will feature Bad News Travels Fast with Brandon Diro, Mechanical Mischief with Josh Bumgartner, Redneck Rampage with Rod Schmidt, Shredder with Zane Ratu, Stinger Unleashed with CJ Ratu, Storm Damage with CJ Menti, and War Wizard with RJ Turner. The Monster Truck Nitro Tour will also visit Medford, Oregon for 4 shows this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The event will feature Enforcer with Brandon Galley, Jurassic Attack with Tim Hall Jr., Kamikaze will feature Logan Tweedy, who has now joined Team Throttle Monster. Playing for Keeps will have Tony Canito, and Wicked Strong with Jacob Galley. And finally, the Monster X Tour heads to Waynesville, Georgia for 3 shows this Saturday and Sunday. The event will feature Boss Gator with Austin Spence, Monster Patrol with Travis Schweizer, the all-new Red Quad Chaos with Brian Cadigan, and USA 1 with Rodney Tweedy. And well, that is all we have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.